Welcome everybody, how's it going? Let me just get rid of that, move on to that. Hopefully you can hear me, everything's coming through all right. We almost crashed right at the start here because I was mining and I was like, uh-oh, why is everything lagging? This could be bad. But yeah, I was mining, so I had to do everything on the fly at about the 2-minute 50 mark. So yeah, but we are good, everything seems to be going all right. So yeah, good stuff. Welcome everyone, Matt Electronic Engineering. Taj M, thank you for finding the channel. We'll help you out with your 5700 here in a minute. Power MI, some goblin loser. Thank you for showing up. Definitely not Eric. David D. Definitely, no, that's definitely not Eric. JC. And GFX Graphics. Welcome everybody. Wait, I missed someone here. Gozu My Tech, I think. And Stephen Cochran. Welcome everybody, this is the Rabid Mining Sunday crypto live stream where we go through some rig picks and whatnot, but we only have 4, so if you haven't and you're watching this later on, please join the Discord. Link is in the description. Post your rig picks so we can showcase them to everybody. As well, if you are a dad out there, happy Father's Day to all of you. Run out there, give your little one, if they still live with you, and if they're still little, or if they're big and they're still close to you, go give them a big hug or whatever. But yeah, welcome everybody to the Rabid Mining Sunday crypto show. So there was a question up here I just wanted to check out here. 5700 XT stock settings. Now by stock, do you mean just stock settings or do you mean you are BIOS modded? Is your 5700 XT BIOS modded or do you mean non-BIOS modded as stock? So I don't know if you're just running stock settings or if you have it modded and you're trying to figure out only setting it's running now on power limit 80. Are you in Hive OS or Windows? I'm assuming Windows if you're using like a 80% thing on that. I am not sure. I haven't used my 5700 XTs in Windows for quite some time now, but I am gonna swap this over to this screen. There we go. Trying to do this a little better so I don't have to keep adjusting screens. So hopefully this does work. But yeah, I'm gonna look at my 5700 XTs. This is in Hive OS running Team Red Miner. So these are 5700 XTs, but I do have them flashed over to non-XTs, and I still have to do more tests to see if it's actually more efficient because I did reference mod these and my XT BIOSes, they were not reference modded, so that could have been the difference. But I am running a core voltage here of 740, core speed of 1400. My memory is at 912. Now that is half of what you would use in Windows, so that's about 1824 in Windows. And then ultimately I do have like my memory and core voltage controllers here of 830 and 1330, which you do not set in Windows, but I believe you could do it through Team Red Miner itself through custom commands. But these are my settings here. So 740 of the core voltage, 912 memory, and 1400 core. Again, the memory would be about 1824 if in Windows. So those are the settings I'm running for you. These are all BIOS modded and again flashed to non-XT versions. What's up buddy? Oh, Mark Hogan, thanks for showing up. Non-BIOS. Oh, you are in Hive OS? Okay, so I'll just open up this and maybe this will kind of let you see some settings a little better. So here we are again, but again it is BIOS modded, so yours could change. But if you want to like take a screenshot or something of that right quick and then try those settings out for yourself and see how it works, give it a shot. If it doesn't work, you'll probably have to pump your core voltage up, because these might be tuned with more power tool to allow for a lower voltage. You might not be able to hit below 800 or 900, I think it is, unless you actually do mod it. Killer 65 Malibu Gaming, what's up? What's going on, buddy? So yeah, that's just some quick settings there for that. I just want to take a look at some prices. Boom, back on there. Yeah, that works way better than moving my screen around all the time. So we are down more on the crypto prices here. So what were we at? We're down about 200, 250 from last week. Now it looks like we're around $300 to $400. So yeah, crypto is coming down a little bit more. Why? I have no idea. It's crypto. It just does it. I haven't been following any type of Elon Musk tweets or anything, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. You're awesome for helping them. Hey, I try to help as many people as I can, if I can. If I don't know the answer, then I'll just say I'm not sure. We'll try some Google and take a lot of troubleshooting. It is pretty hard actually to help people out unless you physically can see their rig and everything that's going on. So just from like questions back and forth, it can be difficult to help someone when it could be really something really simple. But we try to help everyone here as well. You guys in the chat, you tend to help people as well, so that's great. Helping people all around is what matters. and telling the truth, not just, you know, lying to people saying, hey, you know what, this card's way better, get it, because really it's not, or something. Like, I know a lot of people like to just promote things, but it's best just to tell the truth. If something's not good, it's just not good. Don't pretend it is. But hey, Dan the Dane, what's going on? Welcome, Mark Hogan and the Chinese. Yeah, the Chinese, they have a lot of things. I was looking at Bitcoin hash rates here. They're down even more. Oh, I gotta adjust my screen again. Boom. See, oh, it's way better. But yeah, look at this hash rate now, 127. And the last time we were at this level, close to it, was, here's 123 terahash, and that is at July of 20. So almost a year ago was the last time we were at the current Bitcoin hash rate. So the Chinese they're just throwing on they're just giving it to them hard, like seriously. So what's going on in China is ultimately they're cracking down. They canceled out Bitcoin. They do not want anyone mining anymore, whether it's a power thing, who knows, because they're putting up coal power plants like crazy. But they're cracking down and banning Bitcoin mining, and they're not just, you know, just saying, hey, you have this amount of time. They do have a set date, but to find out how they're mining, they're literally shutting down power grids and watching the hash rate. It doesn't matter how many people or commercial buildings are on that power grid. They shut it right down, and they're checking out to see how many Bitcoin farms go down and seeing if that hash rate drops. And then ultimately they can pinpoint through their power grid where all these Bitcoin mining farms are, and they know where to go after. So it's quite crazy what China is doing to the Bitcoin market and their miners. It's nuts. Ultimately, I bet you there's some Ethereum farms on that as well, which could lead to why we are seeing a drop in that hash rate as well. Again, we don't know if that's also due to ASIC miners that are set to release here as well. They're communists. They don't want people to have money. Well, that's true. They're also really trying to push their own crypto. Like, they are trying to come up with their own crypto for everybody, and ultimately they want that crypto to reign supreme across them so that it's, you know, it's theirs. So they want to get rid of Bitcoin, everything else, and just run their own stuff. So I do see some ads here. I'm going to check out to see what is going on in the chat. You're only getting 33 mega hash at 88. Do you mean 88 watts, 88 degrees? I'm not sure your 88 is there, Taj M. Only settings running on now. Power. You don't really need to set a power limit when it comes to the AMD cards, but you can try, maybe pump up your power limit. That could be an issue for you as well. Power color, non-BIOS. You in Rabids? What? I use RX 5600 XT. Yeah, I use a 5600 XT as well, actually. Let me just pop that right back up. And that one is, I'm getting 42.17 mega hash on my 5600 XT. This is a power color Red Devil, and it is flashed with an MSI BIOS mod. That is why it is saying MSI right here. This is actually a power color card, the Red Devil. But yeah, 42.17 mega hash on that BIOS flash card there as well. So this is a pretty good card. And this card actually, if you saw my Ravencoin test, it surprised me. It had a pretty good efficiency and hash rate when it came to Ravencoin. I cannot remember the numbers. There's a video on it somewhere, but I want to go over all these cards again for other algorithms. And anybody out there actually know a good graphing program? Because I plan on kind of revamping the channel a little bit. I don't know if it's the way you guys want to see it. If you guys saw the H110 video, it's kind of, you know, like Gamer Nexus style. You know, you stand there, you're doing your thing. But I want to go over a card. You know, I'll display it, show you this is the card. Then I'll have like a graph layout chart of all the information based on mega hash per watt and hash rates and everything across all the algorithms per the card. I'm gonna do it like once a week. I'll probably do a different card and call it like the crypto something of a card. I don't know. I don't have a name for it yet, but plan on doing something like that, you know, like a text style videos for each card and how they hash on every algorithm with graph style type of thing. But I can't find a decent graphing program to display the results for you guys. So I've been messing around with some, but everything's watermarked and super expensive or something else. I got a Vega 56, Vega 64 flash to 56, doing 348 mega hash combined on Ergo. I know Vegas are crazy on Ergo. I don't have a Vega myself, but I definitely want to try one out and take a look at that because they're just eating Ergo alive. And Ergo might have some boom coming in after the old merge happens. Ergo could be a nice go-to coin. Ultimately, there's a lot of people fighting for Ravencoin. There's people fighting for ETC. ETC is a tough one to get through because we don't know what's going to happen it is pretty much implementing in Magneto, which is coming up next month. Everything I just went through Ethereum on the last Berlin fork, so they're implementing pretty much all of that. So reduced fees, gas changes and whatnot. Some things are more expensive, some are cheaper, but until it actually rolls out, who knows how it'll play. But in the future, within a year or two, ETC does plan on rolling out to SHA-3. Now, what does that mean for GPU mining? Well, you can't mine ETC on a GPU after that. And second, it's going to become heavily ASIC down the road. But for the meantime, before it actually hits ASIC, it could possibly be fairly profitable on a CPU, at least until those ASICs take over and the difficulty randomly just massively shoots up. But ETC does look pretty interesting coming onto the future for some of you CPU mining guys out there and whatnot. But we still don't know what's going to happen until it all comes into play. 6700 XT, 45 to 47 mega hash. I have not tried any 6000 series. I would like to, but I just try to shoot for NVIDIA cards currently because I do not know the actual. AMD always seems to fail on the core algorithms. At the same time, it takes a long time for an AMD card to actually mature. Like a 5700 XT is still an amazing card for Ethereum and some other algorithms, but it did take a good about a year over to become what it is today through BIOS mods and better adapted drivers and everything for that card. So AMD is good, but it just takes a long time after the fact for those cards to mature. So the 6000 series could become an amazing card, but probably not until next year or something. So I don't know. I still don't know what's going on, but I really would like to try some 6000 series cards. It would be great. The 6900 XT is running happy at 62 mega hash. Nice, but what is the power on that? How's it run on Raven and other stuff? Like when I look at cards now, I'm not really buying for Ethereum or anything because we do know Ethereum is going to fall off the network here. We will not be able to mine it. So we are looking at hash rates on like Ergo, and we're looking for Conflux, we're looking for Ravencoin, we're looking for those other algorithms. How do they do hash to watt percentage? My mind doesn't really matter the mega hash. Yes, it does. You want a decent mega hash, it'll just take forever, but at the same time you want the most efficiency. You want the most amount of mega hash for the least amount of power, and those are the cards you look for. That's why when I look at a card or do tests, I like to promote the hash to watt ratio over what your actual mega hash is. I think that is more important than the actual mega hash, but the mega hash is still important, don't get me wrong on it, but that's just the way I look at cards. That's the way I look at CPU mining. That's the way I look at everything in my own mind, because ultimately I think hash to watt ratio is what matters when it comes to crypto mining in general. Maybe you guys have a different opinion on that, let me know, but let's throw a little spill out there once in a while. 1660 Super, again, right there, down the Dane. I'm definitely trying to find a card so I can test that out, especially on the RebTech board. There's so many people having issues with it. I want to see what's going on there and see if I can possibly fix it or something. But yeah, 1660 is on my list of cards to try to obtain myself. Oh, just need a quick drink. So we do have a few rig picks there to look at. We only have like 4. I can't remember if I even said that earlier, so I'm just gonna adjust my screen a little bit so we can have a quick peek. Let me find this here. Take a look at some rig picks. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Boom. So rig picks. We do have 1, 2. What do we got here? 3, 4. We got 5 rig picks to go through, guys. So we have lots of time for questions because it does not take too long to get through a couple of rig picks here. Go through the chat. I see you guys just spamming away like crazy. How many viewers do we got? Oh, it looks like 40, 21 likes. Please smash that like button on the way in, and definitely leave it there if you do decide to leave, because then we don't want you taking that like away. Join the chat. Let's see what's going on. If you are, you do get these fancy icons. I am working on it. If you become a Rabid loyal miner, the link is in the bottom right corner of this live stream. Now it doesn't want to load for me for some reason, but I'm trying to point them out here. I'm trying to get some custom emojis for you Rabid loyal miners down there. It is pretty cheap, only $3.99 per month, I believe. It might only be $2.99. I don't know. It's one of the cheapest ones out there. But yeah, some fancy little icons for the live chats. But yeah, let's take a look at some picks here. Get my screen back up. There we go. Please hit that subscribe button if you have not yet as well. Uh-oh, I went to the wrong screen. Bear with me here. I gotta fix something. Okay, we're going back onto there. Now this should work. Open. There. Looking good. Here we go. So, whoa, what do we got here? We got 4 frames here. Not sure. Custom built type of frames action. Oh, look at that. PDU in the back on the wall. Nice. That's looking pretty good. I can't really tell if you guys can see this, so I have to go. There we go. Yeah, you guys can see that. So yeah, those are nice. Look at those. Nice setup here. Everything's nice and neat and clean. Cable strapped. If you follow my channel or any of my videos, you'll know my rigs are a mess, but I don't have too many rigs, so I'm constantly moving cards for testing and moving them around. So I don't really spend a lot of time on the cable management, because ultimately I'll just be unplugging it again in a couple days to try some other tests or something. Yeah, this is a nice looking rig. We got 2 fans on the wall going, blowing at them, keeping that airflow moving. I do not see this fan turning, so I don't know what's going on here. Something. Maybe that rig is down. I do not know. Looks like it could use some TLC a little bit, but it don't matter. As long as they're hashing, we are good. So nice rig. Looking good. Moving on. What do we got here? 358 mega hash, 3 3070s, and 2 3060 Ti's, and a 3060. And you got your fancy little screen at the bottom. I need to get some of these screens, seriously. I don't know how I do not have any yet, but I don't. Yeah, looking nice. Look at that. What is it sitting on top? A garbage can or a desktop or something? But whatever, as long as it's hashing, that's all that matters. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, 4 fans. Nice little 6-card frame. Sweet, looking good. Moving on. See, look how fast we fly through these so quick. Here is my little CPU mining. It is the thumbnail, the footprint here. Whoa, it's a little on the bright side though, but that's all right. Wow, I can zoom in even more. Okay. So yeah, look at this. So this is rig 2 on the left here. This is rig 2. Rig 2 and rig 1 are identical rigs. So that's rig 2. Rig 1 is on the right here. So these two are the exact same rigs. And rig 3 is the one in the middle here. This one is running on Windows. So it's running on Windows XP right now because I'm getting to the 4 rig limit. So I'll have to start paying for everything if I added it on there. Plus, eventually I do want to try possibly plotting some Chia on there as well as mine. So this is like a tester rig here. So we're going to like CPU mine, we're going to GPU mine, and we're going to plot Chia all at the same time on this. Now, some people are saying, why do that? You'll be wrecking performance and all this stuff on Chia. And when it boils down to it, I do not really care too much for Chia. I just think it's probably a money grab, waste of hardware at this point. If you're getting into it now, it's just way too late in the game. It could change, who knows? So I'm not trying to put out any type of maximum performance on Chia. I just want to test a couple plots on a pool if they ever release this year. If they do, great. If they don't, well then I guess we'll just be CPU mining. But I could try H-pool out, who knows, and just run stock plots just to see if I can get any Chia in the pool. With like 14 terabytes is my max I'm going to. I'm not going to be spending crazy hardware on it. But yeah, so this rig here is just hashing away. And the other day I want to point out, I did do those tests on XMP and all that. If you guys didn't see that video, go check it out. But we found that you save the most efficient way to actually CPU mine with my 3900Xs was at a 3.6 overclock at about 0.97 to 1 volt, depending on the CPU and motherboard you're using. I do need in my workstation 1 volt, or it does tend to crash. So, but these 3 here do work at 0.97. This is an Asus X570 motherboard. These 2 here are X470s, MSI Gaming Maxes, and I actually dropped 150 watts at the wall for very minimal hash rate loss when I took the XMP profile off of these 2 rigs here, because they were still hashing away with DRAM calculator and everything on. So I took the XMP profiles off and actually saved like 120 to 150 watts off just doing that on these 2 rigs, and very minimal hash rate loss. So yeah, that was really great stuff there. So that's those 2 rigs of mine. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one now. Let's check out the live stream. What's going on here in the live chat? I see some more ads going on. 66%. What CPU cooler is that? Oh, the big one? The big CPU coolers? Those are those Noctua NHD 15s. And we have some more pictures coming in from Matt Electronic. Nice. All right. So we do have more pictures to go through here. I'm just going to open this up again. So if you're referring to this one, these 2 on the right, the left and the right, which is rig 1 and rig 2, these are the NHD 15 Noctua coolers. Now, you do not need them. These were initially when I used to overclock everything and use CTR tuner and everything. Then you'd need a little better cooler than the stock. But with the 3.6 overclocks on the 3900X, this stock cooler keeps it cooling up just fine. I think we're running like, what is it, 40 45, 50 degrees on here possibly. And with the NHD 15, we can have actually a quick look at what they are running right now. So where's my mining rigs? So they're running 38 degrees right now on CN heavy, which hardly uses any processing power at all. So yeah, 41 degrees on that one. And I think when they're on XMR, these hit possibly 45, 48 degrees, where the stock cooler at these settings, like right now, I think it's probably running 45 or 46 degrees on that stock cooler. It's in Windows, so I can't show you right now. And when it's on XMR, it's about 54, 55 degrees, which is perfectly good working temperature. So to save money, you don't need to get an expensive cooler. The stock cooler for these types of settings and efficiency work just fine. Okay, now we're just moving on here. We got Pats, we got starting in 1 GPU. Hope it profit to buy more GPU. Of course, that's what we all hope for. Hope it gets more profit so we can get more. We all start somewhere. Oh, look at that. He's set up. He's ready to go to further expansion. So he's got his motherboard here. He's got his one Sapphire. Just a Nitro Plus, possibly. Is that a Nitro card? I believe it is. And then we got the 1200 watt server PSU. So he's got the power. He's got the PCI Express ports. Ultimately, for expanding in the future, he could run 8 or 9 cards off this 1200 watt. Now, if this is on standard 110, 120 volt, then he is only pulling 900 watts max out of this PSU. That's one thing you do have to keep in mind with server PSUs, at least on the two. The 1200 watts will only run 900 on 110, 120 volt, and they are 1200 watts on 200 volt plus. So 220, 240 in North America is what they'd be running at. Moving on, let's check what we got here. Move on to the chat again because we don't want to blow through these way too fast. Oh, what CPUs are you mining? And the hash rate. Oh, the CPUs they're all 3900X CPUs. I would like a 3950X. Now, the reason I'm using 3000 series over 5000 series is when it comes to efficiency, they hash exactly the same because we are underclocking and undervolting and we're not overclocking. When you overclock a CPU, it seems that your hash to watt ratio is dies. You spend way too much power. So undervolting, underclocking 3900X. Now the 3000 series is cheaper than the 5000 because it is last gen, ultimately saving you some money for the exact same hash rate. So I recommend 3000 series over the 5000 if you're just going to build a CPU mining rig, and it's obviously cheaper. Rabid Mining, how much hash rate do you have? Hash rate on what? For Ethereum, I have 560-ish, 549, 559 in there or something when everything's running. When I'm streaming, I do not have that hash rate because whatever GPU is in my workstation is obviously offline. As for 3900X power CPU mining, I'll just have a look at Monero Ocean here. Now this varies, so we're doing about 13,000 undervolted on that, so I guess 12,000 times 4 would be our hash rate. But we do have one rig offline. Ultimately, when we're running CN heavy, it's doing about 13 or 14 hashes, but the workaround to XMR does come out to be about 20 to 25 kilohashes based on the pay of how it works. So how Monero Ocean works is it profit switches and pays you out in XMR, and then like your kilohash and stuff. It's really hard to judge what your hash rate actually is because when you're mining CN heavy like they are now, you're not mining like XMR hash rate. And when everyone talks about CPU mining, the hash rates they always give out is your XMR hash rates. That's what everyone goes by, is XMR. But there's a lot of other coins out there when it does come to CPU mining, so it's really hard to tell you your percent actual hash rate when you're on a pool like this. So like I said, where's my calculator here? So we're pulling 14,500 or 12,500 hashes on 4 CPUs. So that's 50,000 of a hash rate right there. But when we're mining on here and we're hitting CN heavy, sometimes my pay hash rate moves up to like the 80,000 mark depending on the price and how many shares you're finding. So it's really hard to judge your actual hash rate when you're on a pool like this. Okay, yeah, moving on. Going into here. Check out some more questions. Do we have any more? Yeah, he's got Ryzen 9. Yes, they are Ryzen 9s, 3900X, Nocturas, yep. You should do a vid on CPU settings. I have in the past a little bit on how to do that. I did a lot of tests, but I can definitely try to do something of a more look into it. Some people are wondering how. I do have a few videos on how to mine with your CPU and setting up your program, but some people just don't like searching for them or finding them, or they just miss them or whatever. It doesn't matter. But I might look into another how to use your CPU type of mine video and show you setting up to certain pools or whatever else. Mine Verus. Yes, a lot of people do mine Veruscoin on CPUs. Luck pool has been down for a few days now. There's been some Veruscoin issues going on. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but there are other pools that are working just fine that you can just swap over to. Small but love it. Let's see what's going on here with Rooney 98. So what is it, like a 570, 580 going on here? Not sure what this one is. It says RMA. I thought I seen this. I think we looked at this photo actually before, but that's all right. Looks like old school U-bit riser going on right there. And we got an XFX. XFXs, some people love them, some people are up in the air about them. Oh, we got a 1080 Ti going on right here. Whether he's using the ETH pill, I am not sure. Good stuff though. I'm pretty sure we did see that picture sometime in the past, but maybe not. Could be wrong. Now we have Mad Electronic Engineering updated his Exxon PHI 41 mega hash on Veruscoin, Asus Rogue Vega 56, and Founders Edition Vega 64 348 mega hash combined on Ergo. Nice. Oh, this thing looks way pimped out than it was last time. Sweet. So on it, you guys that are unfamiliar with this, like this PHI processor, look at this. There's no RAM in this thing. The RAM is actually built into the chip. This thing is insane. And I definitely want to try one of these. This thing seems like a Veruscoin mining machine. Like, what did it say the mega hash was? 60 something? Let me check that again. Where is, 41 mega hash on Veruscoin, where I think my 3900Xs were, they're only around the 36, 37 mega hash range. So yeah, this thing's a mining monster on Veruscoin. It's sweet, and it's fairly cheap. You can get this thing at a pretty good price if you check your used markets and whatnot. So you can get this for a complete system cheaper than a 3900X, but it is older, and you ultimately gotta figure out how you work all this thing. It should be pretty simple, but I do want to test one of these sometimes if I do find one in Canada for a decent price. That thing's pretty sweet though. And here we got our cards in there, the Vegas hashing away on Ergo. We got the Chump Chain sticker hanging out in the front there. Check that out. There we go. Move over. Right there. See? You guys see that? Yeah. You guys should be able to see that. Nice. Good stuff. I see another picture did pop up here. Goblin Loser. My 1660 gets hot sometimes. Let's check it out. It gets hot sometimes. What? Look how close together they are. Of course it gets hot. Wow. Not much room for sucking in with the airflow. Yeah, that's definitely going to get warm at times. Which one is this big boy up here, though? Goblin, you in there? What's this big monster up here? Yeah, that looks sweet, though. That's a nice case. Nice frame. Nice and white. I want a nice big white frame. It makes everything looks I don't know. White just makes everything look better for some reason. It's weird. That's your 5600 XT. Oh, that's a 50. That looks pretty thick for a 56, but yeah, I guess my Red Devil actually has a pretty thick heat sink on it. Oh yeah, single 8-pin here, so makes more sense now. Chaining the two together, should be okay, hopefully. But yeah, good stuff. Looking good. So we are out of rig picks now. We're on to the. Guess we'll just start chatting away, unless we do see some more pictures fly up and show out here. Let me just adjust that. Boom, there we go. Nice. So what's going on in chat? What's everyone doing? You guys mining away? How about these prices? The rig is now completed. Nice. 1050. What you getting a day on those, John? Issues on which pools, Rabid? The Veruscoin pools. I don't know. I haven't really looked into Veruscoin ever since that solo test, so I'm not really sure. My mod, Fallon has his own pool. Let me try to find the details if you guys want to link up to that thing. Where is it here? Go through the Discord here. Oop, now I gotta change this around again. There we go. Where is Veruscoin for Fallon? You guys can hop on this pool and give it a shot. Veruscoin pool right here. Scrolling around, going around. Scroll all the way up. Okay, so there's quite a bit of stuff in here. There we go. Where is all the data? You can just join the Discord and all this information will be here for you. But yeah, my mod has his own actual Veruscoin pool. So if you want to link up to that, give it a shot. It looks like Mad Electronic Engineering is in here. I plan on going up to it and testing out sometime here in the future as well. I got so much stuff I always got to constantly test on. I can never sit my rigs on something and just leave it there. I always got to check stuff out, but that's all right. Yeah, if you guys do looking for a new Veruscoin thing here, join my Discord. You can see a Verus pool down here in the channel, and this is my mod's his own pool. So all your support and everything will be right here in our Discord. So join up to his pool and start mining some Veruscoin, and then you don't have to worry about all those other pools that are down and having problems, because this one's going just fine right now. Mad Electronic is in the chat. How you liking it so far? He can let you know how the pool's coming. Now where are we at? Where's my rig pics? Rig pictures. There you are. Boom. Now back to this. There we go. Link to Discord. It should be in the description actually. Here, I'll find it. I'll copy it. But yeah, link to Discord should be in the description on every one of my videos. And when it starts quitting, I have to go through every single video all by itself to try and figure it out. But I'll try to find it right now, and I will post it in the live chat right quick. So I just gotta find a video here. Come on, your channel, videos. Click on a link. Pause. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get it for you guys here. Stop. There we go. Alright, here is the link to my Discord if you guys want to try out Fallon's pool. That is the join link. You have to fill out the CAPTCHA. It is case sensitive and spacebar sensitive. If you fail joining the CAPTCHA, then just leave the channel and come back. Ultimately, you can also DM me if you have too many problems, and I can try to bypass you as long as we know you aren't a bot, because we're not bypassing any bots. His pool is running great. Yesterday he made a ton of blocks with the restructuring of the Verus blockchain. Nice. So yeah, join up that pool, guys. That's my mod's pool. All support will be in the Discord as well for it. Okay, so moving on. What do we got going on here? Let me check. I haven't checked profitabilities today, so let's just see what 3060 Ti is. The other day, Ethereum was in like third or fourth. Oh, it's moved up to second, but Ergo is still in the lead. That Ergo is something else right now. Insane. What's the 3080? Still for Ethereum? Uh-oh, there I am on my screen again, messing everything right up. Just failing. Yeah, 3080, it looks like Ethereum is still the most profitable coin today. 3070, it is Ergo. 3060 was Ergo. 2080 Ti. What are you guys running? Let's go to 166. 5700 XTs are popular. We were just talking about one of those. So let's see its profitabilities. Oh, Ethereum is that, but Ergo's pretty close. Oh wait, down here. 205, 80 cents difference. 1660s, where are you? 1660s Ti. And it is Ethereum. So it looks like for the 3060 Ti and the 3070, Ergo is, oh, where's the Vegas? We got to check out the Vegas. Can't forget about the Vegas. Those are Ergo machines. There we go. Ergo's in the lead on the Vega. This 56. How about the 64? And Ergo. So yeah, 3060 Ti, 3070, Vega 56, and 64. Looks like Ergo is the top coin to mine. All the others, it does seem like Ethereum is still number one. So things are swapping around. Things are switching. Ethereum is not outpacing anybody anymore at all. I just switched that. I probably should check out our actual block rewards. What are we looking at here? 2.0, yeah. So right now is pretty much 1559. So if you're okay with the rewards right now, you shouldn't have to sell your GPUs or rigs. 1559 is set for what day? The 14th, I think it was, or something. It's 2 or 3 weeks away anyway. 3 weeks, I think, about. So 1559 will come into play. At that point, this is what it'll look like pretty much all the time for Ethereum mining. We will never see them super high gas fee days ever again. It does not matter how busy that network gets. we just won't see it. All that gas fees and transactions are set to be burnt, so miners will not see them. So our block rewards will stay around this point forever, at least until proof of work is done. So this is what we're sticking with until Ethereum 2.0 and the merge happens. So if you're okay with these profits, you're good to go. Ethereum 1559 will not affect you, and this is all we're going to see until everything does dump off and the merge happens. World of crypto coin exchange, serious bro, 150 GUI unless big market panic. What's 150 GUI? What are we talking about? What are we missing here? What is let's go to the gas station. What are we looking at right now? Back to the screen again. So Ethereum gas station. Current, so right now, oh my gosh, wow. So to send a transaction right now, your standard sending fee is only 5.1 gas. Now for a fast one, you're at 10. If you're a trader like Uniswap and everything, your gas is only at 13. That's insane. When like 2 months ago your standard was up to like 300 or 400 and this thing was at like 800. So yeah, them fees are definitely down. Not much action going on right now. So yeah, crazy. No, boom. So insane how dropped on. How do you swap Ergo? Swap is in sell. Well, we're gonna have to find an exchange. I should do a video on that sometime, but let me just switch in here. Let's see. I'm not sure what exchanges I'll have, so let's see. Ergo exchanges. Now my app on my phone says this a lot better, but oh, so we got Gate.io. You can use Gate.io to do stuff. Bitmart. We got Coin Exchange. So yeah, number 4 is CoinEX, which is Coin Exchange. We got Waves.exchange, Bitmart, Gate.io, and we'll see if there's anything else under this list here. So here we are. These are all the exchanges currently for it. So Probit, Trade Ogre, Tidex, Vitex, Hotbit, CoinEX, Waves.exchange, Bitmart, and Gate.io is where you can trade off your Ergo. Now, depending what you want to do, I imagine all these also have Ethereum and all the other coins, so you can either swap it into another coin and move it into your normal wallet, or you can just sell it for fiat wherever and do whatever you want to do. But to actually swap your Ergo into something, you are going to have to use one of these 9 exchanges. Now, I do not know if this is the only exchanges there are, or these are just the major ones that they have listed. I would really love to see Ergo into something like crypto.com and possibly Coinbase. That would make things so much easier, because that's the one problem I have with these newer tokens or smaller ones at the time is the exchanges. That can just be a deciding factor of if you want to mine it or not, because a lot of people don't want to go through the extra effort of swapping on one of these smaller exchanges to something else and then moving it to a different wallet and holding it there. And then if you want to go back into it, you'd have to swap it back into whatever, move it to one of these exchanges and swap it into Ergo for like if the price is booming up. So there's a lot more steps involved with these smaller things, but I really do hope Ergo is adapted into a much bigger, flexible wallet. I am pushing, like, I use crypto.com a lot. Most of you probably know that. I'm trying to push them to adapt Ergo and add it to their actual wallet, because that would be pretty sweet, I think, on my part. But yeah, Hotbit got hacked. Okay, so do not use Hotbit. Take number 5 off the list. Someone just said it got hacked. Recommended. So there are only 3 here that are recommended with their little fancy check marks. So I guess Gate.io, Bitmark, and Waves.exchange. I've never used any of these ones before, so I don't know how it works. I guess we could look into one of that and try swapping Ergo into a future video. That sounds like something a lot of you guys would like to know about. So we can definitely look into that sometime. But yeah, I'm actually kind of wondering about that too. So exchanges for Ergo, because I plan on mining it myself. I can get 1 gigahash if I swapped over to Ergo right now. But okay, what do we got going on here? We have a bunch of deleted message attract or whatever going on there. So I want to try something here. Click, yeah. Matt Electra, where is it? How come it's not working? Oh, I just got a big delay. Pin. There we go. Boom. Yeah. That work? Should have worked. Matt Electronic Engineering, you seem to come here quite often, so you should have a wrench beside your name right now. But find out. Valer, you reckon China is dumping BTC to raise some funds to move that market hash coming back soon or gone forever? China itself, no. But the people that own the actual mining farms in China, I'm sure they are up to something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're up to something. I bet supposedly Canada and some people in the States are opening up their arms saying, hey, come hash over here. It's kind of funny how everyone's saying worried so much about all this power and stuff, but yet these countries like us in Canada here and you guys in the States are open arms. Come on, hash over here, run your companies over here. We want you. So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, overall, I do think those actual mining guys, they're selling some of their coins, or they did, and they have a lot of money. They've been hashing with those massive farms for a while. They got something up their sleeves. They're moving their rigs somewhere where they can mine, and they will be operational once again. This was just a temporary rift in the Bitcoin hash rate, I think, because they're definitely going to be moving somewhere. They're not just going to sell off all their equipment and shut down. I can't see it happening. Okay, what do we got here? Do you use a VPN? If so, do you recommend? I myself, I do not use any VPNs, but some people highly do recommend using one. I make 0.05 ETH per month on my NB miner. 0.05, so yeah, it must be just 1 or 2 cards there. Profits are definitely a lot lower than they used to be. Like, what was it? I was looking over some other hash rates. Last summer, around, I think it was August or September, 320 mega hash was getting me 0.22 ETH per week and like 1.2 to 1.25 per month. Now 540 mega hash is barely getting me 0.6 ETH a month. So that difficulty, as it slowly builds, has a huge impact on your actual outcome of coins to mine. Yes, if price goes up, you don't notice it too much because you're still making X amount per month based on price. But that difficulty, when the prices crash, oh, your profits dramatically drop because that you start to feel the effects of that actual difficulty. Yep, raise up some funds to move and come back. That has drop is a blip. Yeah, that drop is just a blip. It's going to pop right back up as soon as those miners work out a deal somewhere. Ship them rigs over there and Bitcoin hash rate will shoot right back up again. So yeah, they're definitely working something out to ship their rigs off somewhere. Price crash plus different mutuals. Pain, buy some. But yeah, definitely a pain. So you're basically getting a bag of Ergo then. Before transferring any funds to any exchange, always VPN. So there he says, always VPN to an exchange. Oh, Mo Love, I saw in one of your videos that you said Phoenix Miner no good. Why is that again, and what's your suggested alternative? Well, Phoenix Miner, there's a big thing up in the air because if you look at Phoenix Miner, now I don't know, I'm actually getting less hash rates on Phoenix Miner now than I used to, but before when Phoenix Miner was big and everyone was using it and it was being pushed a lot, is one, it's made for all your cards, so you know it's really easy to use. That's why a lot of people just said use Phoenix Miner and whatnot. But it was reporting a higher hash rate than the other miners, so people were thinking you're getting more profits. But there's something going on there where a lot of people were talking about you were not actually getting as many shares as you would with the other miners, which means ultimately you are dropping your profits, not putting out the shares. Now, whether that's true, you need full testing. I don't know if that's true, but at the same time, for AMD cards, use Team Red Miner. When it comes to NVIDIA cards, I would suggest T-Rex Miner. I prefer miners that are used for specific cards over one that's all rounded for everything. It can be tweaked better, like Team Red Miner, for example. For AMD cards, you save yourself quite a bit of power actually using Team Red Miner over like Phoenix Miner because it's tweaked for those cards. Same thing with T-Rex. You can do your absolute core clocks and everything else. Other miners are starting to adapt that as well now, but miners that are made for specific types of cards, I think long term are better because they just work in everything they can for that specific card over something like Phoenix Miner, which is all rounded. They put out a tweak here, tweak for that, but they can't really tweak. They got to try to tweak for everything, and they could all actually conflict with each other somewhere down the road. So that's just the way I kind of look at when I look at miners. So depending on your card, I look for something that's made for those cards. Yeah, hope that kind of answered your question. But yeah, anyway, right now I was saying before I even started that is I'm noticing less hash rate now on my actual, when I tried Phoenix Miner like 2 or 3 days ago, my hash rate was actually down compared to using like Team Red Miner and T-Rex. So that was actually quite interesting. Mad Electronic Engineering. I heard ADA is getting their smart contracts ready, so hopefully Ergo Dex will bring Ergo Moon soon. Yeah, I heard that their same thing is going on. Their little tongue twister going on right there. Yeah, I heard ADA is ready to sharpen stuff up and get things rolling on that network as well. So that could be really interesting. Again, I really hope Ergo gets adapted onto some better type of exchanges and platforms than it currently is. But again, just like everything else, it has to grow before they do it. Like, look at Dogecoin. It wasn't really at too many spots. And as soon as Elon Musk pumped it, every exchange, boom. Oh yeah, we're accepting Dogecoin. We're accepting Dogecoin. It was the thing. It was the trending crypto to have at the time for those couple weeks. So boom, every exchange, they have no problem adapting something in a hurry if they have to. But other coins, it's so weird because you harass them for months and they just say we're working on it. But as soon as something's trending, they'll adapt it in like 24 hours. Like, it's insane. Bilbo, welcome. What's going on, buddy? Okay, so what are we checking on now? We got some more questions. We got to check something out. Any hash rate problems? I don't know. What should we check out? What should we look at? What should we Google? Should we Google something for science? Oh, I really want to try an ASIC. No ASIC company even talks to me though. That sucks. I keep trying to get an ASIC to showcase. A lot of people ask me about ASICs, profitabilities, power consumptions. Are they lying? Are they true? A whole bunch of things, but I just cannot do anything. Oh yes, we got the poker tournament coming up. Let me check my Discord. I'm gonna put it on the side links. I do not know the full dates on it though. Hold on. Let me check this. Crap. Where is it? Yashnik, what day is it happening? I know it's next month coming up. Okay, let me click on this link. Twitter. I'm gonna bring Twitter over here. Let me swap this around. Where are we at here? That one. Okay. Here we are on Twitter. We do have the poker tournament is beginning again sometime here. I do not have the details for you guys. I was not ready for this. So we'll look at this again in the future. What happens if we click on this? Alright, just a picture. What do we got here? Is there information on here? What's this? Here we go. So anyone that has actually participated in this in the past, everyone will have to re-register again unless you're a previous bounty. If I remember that right. Yashnik, hype in and make sure I get this right. But yeah, everyone is going to have to re-register because we ran into issues last time where people couldn't get in. The lobbies were full and registries or whatever. So everyone is wiped out. That way everyone that does want to play should have a better chance of actually making it to this tournament. So they will have a live stream is beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, which my time would be 1 o'clock. Looks like July 10th 2021, 3:10 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific. What do we got for prizes here? I haven't even looked at any of this stuff yet, so let me zoom up on this so you guys can see this a little better. So it looks like we have a pretty decent big prize pool here again, guys. So 20,000 Aeon, first place, plus a $300 digital gift card for dogelord.com merch and a tourney winning t-shirt. So that's pretty sweet. 20,000 Aeon right now. I'm not sure what that's worth. Let's just try to check that out right quick. So let's see here. Aeon to USD. Will it pop up quick for us? Is that right? I don't think that's right. Oh, it's AED. I was like exchanges, Aeon. Where's Aeon? Where's Aeon? Okay, we'll have to look at this some other time. I can't find an Aeon. Aeon price. So one Aeon is 17 USD. So let's just check this out right here. There we go. 20,000. Oh, it won't let me go to 20,000. What's going on? Oh, okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So a little over 3,000 USD, guys, is the top prize pool. That's pretty insane. So there we go. That's that. Now there are bounties. If you knock any of these people out, Yashnik is worth 500 AM bounty. Dogelord is worth 500. Oh, they're also a $20 gift card from Dogelord if you take out Yashnik. Dogelord is another 20. Nemesis is 20 plus 500. So Red Panda's in here at 500. I'm in here at 500. Serpent. Most of the YouTubers here are in it. Oh, we got Tech Shiki in here now. Pocket Change, as well as Chump Change and Max Voltage, all worth 500 Aeon. So Hash Raptor, Me, Serpent, Savage Mind, Dan the Dane. Hey, Dan the Dane is in here as well. Crypto Nuffy, Eagle Fluff. So yeah, Crypto Mikkel, Curse Mining, Not Your Normal Miner. So everyone, so if you pretty much knock out a YouTuber, you're going to get 500 Aeon just for taking them out of the tournament, plus a $20 gift card. So to Doge Lord merch. That's pretty sweet, guys. So keep that in mind. Again, that is July 10th, 2021, 3:10 p.m. Eastern time for the next crypto Aeon Crypto Community Poker Tournament 4th Invitational. Pretty sweet, guys. Pretty sweet. I totally forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that up, yes, Nick. I will try bringing it up some more in the future for sure. Where's my little button there? Okay, whoa, now everything's all messed up. Uh-oh, I wrecked everything. All my stuff disappeared. All right, go back to rabidmining.com. Right there. Oh, I'm showing up in Google now. That's bonus. All right, what's going on? There we go. Whoa, it's all glitched. Okay, fix. There we go. There we go. All back to normal. Registration opens June 26th at 3:10. Okay, so on June 26th, which is in 6 days, you can start registering for the tournament. So be sure to do that. We will remind you guys next weekend, obviously, in the stream as well. Nvidia Tesla cards, Rambo, why ain't they good? Are those big AI cards? I'm not really sure why they're not good, but they're not. They're just really expensive. They're not made for anything like that. Tesla cards are great. Okay, he says Tesla cards are great. I'm not sure. I'd never even looked into one ever. But I do know there's some massive AI type of videos that only pull out like the same amount of mega hash as like the 3090, I believe. Is like 119 to 130 mega hash or something for like a $6,000 card. Now it's hard to get the drivers working. Okay, there you go. How much money do you make mining XMR per month? It's always randomly different. Last month, I'm going to do a full 1 month video when 1 month does come around, so we can actually take a look in that with all 3 rigs so we can get a better idea. Because last month or two, I have been all over the place. Solo mining this, week on that. You know, just CPUs are all over. So I would like to try to get a straight 1 month profit so I can actually bring those numbers for you. Because I can't really tell you 100% what it actually is. 3060 non-Ti or 5700 XT. That depends. I'd probably go with a 5700 XT. At least for Ethereum. Possibly after the merge happens, I might consider a 3060 non-Ti. But again, I am still not too sure. You said it was $1 per CPU per day. Well, we can have a look at mine right quick here now. I don't know what happened to... I don't think I closed all this. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at this. Loading. Okay, so right now it is saying $4.48. That is for across 3 or 4 rigs. This one is down. So it's crossed 3 rigs constantly. $4.48 USD. Yesterday I was at like $5.80 or something. And day before I think it was about $5.20. So it does vary, but 3 rigs 100% and my workstation occasionally. You guys can't even see that right there. There's the actual number. So I'm getting 0.0173 XMR per day, and I'm almost at my next payout right there. As you can see, my payouts are set for 0.1 XMR, so that's like 1 XMR. What is that? So I do this in like 5 days, so probably do XMR every month and a half, 2 months possibly. Not 100% sure. I have to actually figure all that out. This is also off the top of my head right now. But that is my current profiting right now with my workstation is only part-time mining when it's not making videos, not live streaming, not doing any of that other stuff. Same numbers, other direction. There you go. Same numbers, other direction. Where is... Oh, did I lose it? There. Okay, so what else do we got going on in the tree? Also, hi Rabid, glad to hang out again. Zach Slater, thanks for showing up. What? Something's what? Same numbers, okay, not 43, 34. Other direct, what? 43, 34, what are we talking about, Vincent? Okay. Just like the battery's mediocre. Don't see too much going on in the live chat, so we will move on, I guess. What should we check out, guys? What do you want to look at? We've been here for about an hour, so a nice, decent stream time. Something just happened on my screen. I don't know what it was. Any way to connect up multiple CPUs, 10 or more, to mine parallel or concurrent? There aren't really any. Well, actually, I don't know what you really mean by that. As you mean, when it comes to motherboards and whatnot, I really wish they would have a multi-CPU Ryzen motherboard. That would be pretty sweet. That's not the Epic style, because Epics you can get I think 2 or 3 CPU mining or motherboards that can support 2 or 3 of them. But when it comes to like your consumer grade 3000 series and whatnot, they only have motherboards that support 1 CPU. So I really wish they would have more. We looked a little bit into that Antminer L7 yesterday. It's pretty crazy, actually. If you're into the L3 Plus, this thing is like 19 times more powerful than the L3 Plus. If you haven't seen it, we'll just have a quick look at that thing. Like, it is a mighty monster if that's the type of ASIC you are into. So let's just take a look here. Bitmain L7, is it? My screen is all, now I gotta change it. Hold on. Adjusting, there we go. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so Bitmain releases mining machine for Dogecoin. There it is. That's the monster right here. So the L7's hash rate is 19 times quicker than the L3 Plus. That's insane. So here are the actual numbers on it. So 9.5 gigahash at 3,425 watts. Now that's not for Ethereum. This is for like I said, Litecoin, Dogecoin, stuff like that. But if you're using an L3 Plus, it is set for $15,000 though. So I don't know if any of you guys plan on spending $15,000 on a Dogecoin miner or not, but that's all up to you. But yeah, the L7 is insane. If you like L3, 19 times stronger than L3 Plus. So if you're an L3 Plus miner and you're really enjoying it, then this would be for you. Myself, I have no idea because I have never used an ASIC ever. The numbers look good, but I don't really know how that plays out profitability wise when it does come to like Dogecoin and Litecoin and all that stuff, because I've never mined those. What is the best Intel CPU to mine XMR? I am not too sure. I'd probably have to go with that PHI that Mad Electronic Engineering has. He has that PHI. That would probably be, is that, yeah, that's an Intel. That'd probably be your best Xeon 72 watt, whatever. No, wait, 41 mega hash that thing pulled on Veruscoin. So yeah, XMR, I cannot remember. Mad Electron, do you remember what your hash rate was with that CPU in on XMR? Because I'm guessing that would be the ultimate CPU for Intel. Rabid, your graph is wrong. Made my heart go 100 for a second. What graph? What are you talking about? Graph? Oh, just this thing right here? I don't know what that is. Whatever, that's whatever this website is telling me. That's not my graph. Don't look at that thing. I don't know what's going on here. Is this real? Fake? Yeah, this ASIC, insane. Again, if you're an L3 Plus miner, then I guess you would probably want one of these. Is it time to buy one right now? Probably not, because everything is in the super inflation price. It sucked for XMR. It doesn't have any L3 catch. I only got 5 kilohash. Okay, so maybe that's not that great. Overall then, Intel CPUs aren't really recommended to mine XMR or anything, so I would really just suggest Ryzen CPUs. But Veruscoin, that PHI CPU from Intel is a mining monster when it comes in that case. What is the PHI? We'll have a look at it again. Here, this is the PHI. Can you guys see that? Zoom in that a little bit more for you. So this is the PHI. Boom, get even bigger for you. There we go. Let me adjust my screen. So yeah, this guy right here, this is that PHI CPU, and this thing is really good on Veruscoin. You can see there's no RAM. It has RAM built into the actual CPU itself. It's pretty crazy looking. You show someone this and they'll be like, where's your RAM? But it's built into it. And yeah, this thing's like 41 mega hash on Veruscoin, which is pretty crazy and decently priced for a complete system. I do want to try and look into one myself, but I can't find any. In the States, they're priced pretty good. In Canada, everything is just overpriced. You just don't want to do it. Vincent, Google, Exxon, PH, there, 7210. That's what I got. So there you go. Google the Exxon PHI 7210, and that's what this bad boy right here is, the 7210. So yeah, it is a pretty cool processor. I've never tried anything like this before, but yeah, that thing's pretty sweet. Definitely like to try one of those out sometime. All right, any more questions out there? Anything to go on about? Panda, you still there? Did you pick up those GPUs yesterday? What'd you go up for? Two 3070 Ti's. Did you get them? What do we got going on in the chat here? Script algo. Yeah, this is on script. The script algorithms. I don't know what's actually all on the script algo, but you withheld? Oh, you didn't go for it. So you drove halfway there and turned around? I'm not gonna do it. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, which would be today now. So you going there today? You slept on it? This CPU is relatively cheap, but finding a motherboard that supports it is extremely hard. So yeah, there you go. For that PHI, try to buy a complete system, because like it says, the motherboard could be fairly hard to find. So unless you're actually getting the complete system, or at least with a motherboard, then probably not try to get it. My body said yes, wallet said no. That's usually the deciding factor when the wallet tells you what to do. 15K machine. Yeah, this thing is pretty expensive, but again, I don't know. I'm not an ASIC miner. I don't have any ASICs. I have no idea if this is worth it or not. There are a lot of people that like the L3 Plus, and if you're an L3 Plus miner, like I said, this thing's like 19 L3 Pluses in one. So is that worth it to you? Let me know. I have no idea. Not a thing for me. Pop that back up there. How's the prices going? We moving up? We moving down? Looks like we're going down some more. El Panda, everyone's hitting Panda. Russellberg, 41 mega hash on Verus. Yes. What hash rate do you get with the Xeon? There it goes. I like the L3 Plus for $100, not 2K. Exactly. Like some people were getting them a couple months ago for $200. Now I tried looking them up because someone said they were only like $100 or $200. So I was like, oh sweet, well maybe that's something I might be able to afford. I looked them up. Nope, $1,500, $1,800. I was like, yeah, I'm not buying that. That's not going near that. Not even touching it. How much should I ask for 12 GPU RX 570 8GB rig? I'm not sure. Where are you from? Ultimately, it's all up to you, and if like you can put it for wherever you want, but if it's too high, it just won't sell. Let's check out Kijiji here. Let's Kijiji something. If you're unaware what Kijiji is, this is what us in Canada use for our used market. So let's check out a 570 8GB card. What's a 570 going for here? If there are any. Here we got a mining rig for $4,000. We got 160 mega hash. Oh, those are 480s, but they're 8 gigs, so pretty much same. One 580 8 gig, one 570 8 gig, a 6300 core, 12 gigabyte. So yeah, here's 160 mega hash for $4,000. I highly don't think so. Whoa, here's a 570 8 gigabyte for $150. That's actually not too bad if you think about it. But yeah, here's an 8 gigabyte card for $150. Panda, you going to get it or what? You on your way? These cards aren't very efficient. After the merge and everything comes, you do want to get newer cards because you want the best hash to watt ratio possible, so it saves you the least amount of power, because yeah, everything's just going to go insane later. So I would not recommend any of these type of cards to buy yourself. As for you listing, again, I don't know. Here's my used market. There's one card here, 570. Mining wise is exactly the same as a 580. So $150. There's one right here. That's crazy. But then again, here's one. Look at that. There's a couple cards here for 4,000. That's insane. What are 3060s looking like here? 3060 Ti. Check the hat. Check medicine hat. Well, you got something going on there. Oh, look, we got a discounted rig here in Edmonton. This thing has big red. It was originally $8,700. Now it's $7,200. So it dropped $1,000 for 240 mega hash at 500 watts with the following cards. 4 3060 Ti's. Now, is he telling the truth or is he lying? Let's find out here. 136 watts times 4. So he's actually using 544 watts on the cards, plus a little bit with his system. So he's using about 564 watts, not 500 watts like he's trying to dictate here. Oh, I just clicked on it. I don't want to look at his rig picks. That's another segment where we can look at Kijiji rig picks. But yeah, anyway, who wants an L3 Plus for 2,500? There, Patton's gonna sell an L3 Plus for $2,500. 3060 free delivery, sales with receipt, $900. 1660 Super 450. Ah, that's a little high though. 1660 Super right here, dual. Oh, Asus dual. Okay, I thought you were selling two of them for 450. I was like, what? 3060 Ti, $1,200. Oh, 1070, $500. Prices are coming down though. They're not what they used to be. They're still high, but they are dropping. Buying all 3000 series cards, please contact. 100 plus MSRP. All cards must be sealed in box. And medicine hat. Okay, let's look for medicine hat. Mind your block, or steal your blocks. Wants to check out medicine hat. How do I swap this over? Current location. This medicine hat gonna pop up. There you go. Medicine hat. Apply. Okay, what are we looking for? What are we looking for in the hat? We got a 6900 XT for $2,000. And that's all that's there for that. Well, look at 580s. Medicine hat. What do we got going on in medicine hat? Nothing. Okay. RX 570. Maybe I'll just type in GPU. Doesn't look like there's anything in medicine hat. Alright, let's try RTX 3080. Was there yesterday? Well, someone bought it. How much was it? Because someone just bought it. Alright, that's it. Nothing going on in the hat right now. Boom. Alright. So, any other questions going on out there? Looks like GPU prices are slowly starting to come down, but they're still overpriced. Again, keep an eye out for the LHR cards. Now, how I am referring, we kind of went over it yesterday, but when looking for LHR cards, these are the cards that will all be, well, every card does have an LHR version, but the ones that will not be labeled because they are always intended to be LHR are the 3060, the 3070 Ti, the 3080 Ti. Yeah, those are those the only ones? Yeah, those are all intended. Now, we also have the 3060 Ti, the 3070, and the 3080. Now, those three cards, which were the original cards, they should be labeled whether they're LHR or not. Now, I don't know what they're actually going to have on the box. Panda, I think you did mention something a couple days ago about NB or something was on a box. I can't remember. Do you know what it was? But the 3060 Ti, 3070, and 3080 cards are going to have a LHR variant on them. So every card will have it, but only those three will be labeled. Everything else is going to be 100% LHR because they were originally intended to be LHR cards. So they will not actually have a label on them. So it's going to get kind of tricky, especially in the used market, unless you actually know which cards are what. You got to be careful what you're looking for. But come the merge and everything, in the end, it probably won't even matter because you're going to be hitting Ravencoin and all these other things. PG. Okay, so they're PG, so they got like parental guidance on them. So remember that. These cards are parental guidance. LHR for life, yeah. Who knows what's going to go on. I really cannot see NVIDIA actually trying to core nerf any of those cards because it could end up hindering game performance. And if they start hurting their own game performance over this whole miner thing, then I don't know if they're going to go bankrupt and be in the biggest lawsuit they've ever had, which they're still trying to get through a lawsuit from their shareholders. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't buy Zotac cards. It's Zotac White one. What's Zotac White? PG equals poopy graphics. Profitability gone. Hey, that works too. PG, profitability gone, poopy graphics. There's all sorts of different things we could use for PG. I'm sure a really good one will pop up soon. We need Voodoo graphics to come back. Yeah, we were actually looking up the Voodoo cards. I remember when I was like, I didn't even know how old I was. I was pretty young when the Voodoo cards were like, I need a Voodoo card. I was telling my dad, I need a GPU, a Voodoo. They're the good ones. I don't even know what games I was playing back then, like Wing Commander or something. I don't know, 486. before the Pentium PCs were even out. I figure that AMD's next gen cards will kick Nvidia's butt. I'm definitely hoping AMD's cards are good, because if they're implementing what their CPUs do, it's going to be insane. Putting like 4 processors in a single GPU, kind of like how they have the 2 processors talking to each other in their CPUs, and they're just dominating Intel with those. Now they want to kind of do the same thing for their GPUs. So if they actually come in, it's going to be crazy. Like, depending how they play out and how it all works together, who knows, maybe we got to start throwing RAM sticks into our GPUs. I don't know. They got it all figured out how it's going to work, but eventually AMD cards, if they implement that, I think they're just going to rip right through Ravencoin and all those other coins, that are core algorithms, because it'll be insane. I'm really interested and excited to see what those new AMD cards do. I was excited for the 6000 series coming off the 5700 XTs and everything, but they were kind of a letdown. So I'm not getting too amped up, but at the same time, I'm kind of amped up for the new AMD versions. But again, we don't know how it's going to play out till it actually does release. I am not hopeful they will release anything. TSM is okay. Well, that could be a thing too. What do we got going on in the chat here? Imagine the cost of those multi-core cards. Yeah, but at the same time, they could be more, but look at their CPUs and their GPUs. Their CPUs are fairly cheap. They're neck and neck with Intel. But you got to remember, if they take over the CPU world, which they already do, and the GPU world, you do have that premium price on your products, because, you know, you're the best. Intel had that for a long time, and AMD slowly crept up with their CPUs. Now, AMD pretty much blew Intel out of the water when it comes to their consumer grade CPUs. Now they have that top spot, and they can say, yeah, we're number one, but you do have to pay for it. If they took control of the GPU and the CPU market, then we could see an increased price coming from AMD. But usually AMD prices below Nvidia and everything, because they do not have that top spot yet. But again, if they pass that and they start taking everyone over, they have the power and the ability to say, we're number one, but you do have to pay for it. That could be something that could happen too. So we don't know. We just have to wait and see. But for at least the next gen, I do think they'll be priced less than Nvidia's, because they're still trying to catch up to that market. And if they pass them there, their next series could be higher priced. That's how I'm kind of seeing it could play out, but I don't know if that's what it'll actually do or not. All new Galaxy 3060s are LHR. Every 3060 was originally intended to be LHR. So yes, they're LHR. They're remaking all the 3060s again, so that the old driver nerf and whatever that is, the dummy drive and whatever you have to do with it won't work. Everything is based on the new LHR chip. They quit producing the older 3060s. But the 3060 was originally intended to be LHR, so it will always be LHR. So any new 3060 is probably the newer version of the LHR that does hit any type of stores right now. So you will not be able to use any tricks on it from previously. When they see resale markets eating their lunch, they will taking some of that. Bet on it. Yeah, possibly. That's a good thing. You never know. A lot of things do come into play. I don't know how the market and salespeople do their thing, but it does work out to be, once someone's in top, they can charge a premium for being the number one. They need to make a CPU cube for 5 CPUs at once. No doubt. There's a lot of emphasis on GPU mining, but there's not too much going on in the CPU mining world anymore at all. Like, nothing's made for it. Nothing's tweaked for it. It's kind of a pain, but I would like to see more of that happening. It would be pretty sweet. What is the process for the LHR? Is it a hardware mod they are doing to screw us? I'm not totally sure. When they originally released LHR, they said it was a 3-way talk between each other. It was like, it was in the BIOS, it was in the chip, and it was somewhere in the board or the firmware or something. Anyway, all 3 had to be hacked in order for it to actually perform. But it turns out in the first one, after they said all that, all it turned out to be was a driver and a couple little things on the side. Now these ones, they said, they're pretty much saying in different wording the exact same thing they said the first time around, except they're trying to make it look more bigger. So, but overall, they're saying the exact same thing. So what actually is coming into play, I don't know. They put out new chips. You're going to have a newer driver. It will not work. It'll just crash on the older drivers. So you're going to need a new driver whenever they are out, based on it to even run. So who knows, maybe down the road another driver leak will come out, someone will hack it, Whether you need all three things talking to each other or not, like they claimed, it could be a lie, because they said that the first time and that wasn't the case. But they're saying it again, and it could be true, it could be false. I don't know. No idea what's going on, but they're just pumping these things out to try to limit the hash rate. And it's all in the eyes of their shareholders, because if you're unaware, they're in a massive lawsuit with their shareholders, because back in 2017, when everyone started selling their rigs, they promised their shareholders and everything that they're going to be selling X amount of cards per year. And that's what all the shareholders went on. So that the mining GPU market crashed there in early 2018, late 2017, and the market was flooded with GPUs. Their sales went way down, and now their shareholders were suing them based on not making up their quota that they told them that they were going to make. So that's why they're still going through a lawsuit on that, and that's why they're in the public eye and shareholder eye. They're trying to make it look like they're implementing all these things to try and prevent that from happening again, but it's not going to work. Like, people are building straight Ravencoin rigs, and not just for Ethereum. If all of crypto just decides to crash one day, they're going to see that influx again, and they'll probably be hit with another lawsuit. I don't know. That's just me, though. Okay, what's going on here? Moving on. And this generation supercomputer upgrades are being built currently. That's going to be a lot of silicon that's not even available to mining or consumer market. Yeah, there's some crazy supercomputers being built out there, that's for sure. We'll like to be getting a PS mod chip to undo this LHR then. You can definitely try and work on it. Be the first person to crack that card and people will love you. If the need sales, a working driver comes out. Yeah, definitely. If they need to sell some cards quick, they'll definitely release a driver accidentally. But anyway, cheaper ways to make Raspberry Pis, Pi Super PC. Gonna build a 6x Vega 64 rig. Yeah, and throw that thing on Ergo. Vegas are hammering away on Ergo like crazy. It's insane. Oh, how we doing here, guys? We got 56 likes, 72 viewers. Smash that like button as well as that subscribe button if you haven't yet, especially if you're new to the channel. Yeah, so where are we at here? 121. All right, we'll go for probably another 9 minutes or so. So let's get some last minute questions in, then we may have to call it. Chrissy, what's going on? Bad Cat. You got 3 already. Nice. Looking good. Prices are not looking too great though, but that's USD. Yeah, we went up a little bit, not too much, not too great. Do we have any last minute questions out there though before we do wrap this up? I do got to get started on the video because I have nothing ready or even planned for tomorrow yet, but we'll see what happens. Have you ever looked into mining to a IRA? No, I have not looked into anything of the sort. Jack Slater, we got a bunch of whales. Are you a whale? Zach, are you a whale? Did I join too late? Yeah, pretty late, but that's okay. You still catch a little bit of it. That's all right. Just gotta see if I missed any ads here going on. I'm gonna scroll up to the chat a little bit. Oh, hey, Pocket showed up. Happy Father's Day. Yes, thank you. Same thing to Chump Change. If he's around, tell him Happy Father's Day as well. To everyone else, we told everyone at the beginning of the live stream, but if you're newer here, Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And if little one's close or whatever, go give them a great big hug. Do you think ETC will move to SHA-3 so it can only be mined with ASICs in the near future, as it has been talked about by the devs? Yes, I think in the end, ETC will definitely probably be hitting the SHA-3. One reason is ETC devs, they are 100% ASIC. They own ASICs. They're part ASIC, whatever. They're probably developing ASICs themselves right now, and they're not going to move to SHA-3 until they have their ASICs ready. That way, you know, it's ASIC ready for by the time they switch. But ETC devs are totally 100% for ASICs. They own a bunch of them, and I don't know if they're half owners with big ASIC companies or what, but they are pro ASIC. But in the meantime, SHA-3 is also mineable by CPUs supposedly. I haven't really looked into it too much yet, but I read that in a couple stories. So when it first swaps over, it could be fairly profitable for a CPU to mine Ethereum Classic, and that would be kind of sweet. But in the end, it will be dominated by ASICs. It'll turn into like a Bitcoin ASIC community for sure, especially if they are like pro ASIC the way ETC devs are. Anyway, to GPU mine ZIL, would be nice to have smart contract. For sure, you can GPU mine ZIL, but you cannot mine it directly. The whole reason ZIL is like part-time, so like there's pools out there that like EZIL.me. They do ETH plus ZIL. There's other pools like Raven plus ZIL, and I think there's something else with ZIL. I can't remember. But the whole point of it is to be like a greener crypto, and it's only mined for a couple minutes every couple hours. That's just the way it works. You can't directly mine ZIL, as far as I'm aware of. But their whole ecosystem is part-time mining on it all the time. So you cannot directly do it. What? Not scary. What? What's going on? What did I miss? Anyway, okay, we went through that. Yes, I have bad cat. I have tried Gen 1 and Gen 2 PCI speeds above 4G. What are we talking about here? We got some cards that aren't showing up or running for you. Makes sense. Shared minute on ZIL. Yeah, it's just a shared 30 seconds to a minute every couple hours on. I don't know if every pool is linked up. That all comes into play. I'm not 100% sure how the whole ZIL thing works. I just know it's ultimately, it's just like doing a dev fee when you're using your normal miner. So you don't really notice it, but you are gaining another coin a little bit at a time, which is a bonus. Horizon ASIC only. I don't know. Which one is Horizon? I'm not sure what the Horizon coin is. Not too sure on Horizon, so I do not know its algorithm or what it's mined with. Sorry about that. Anything else out there before we wrap this thing up? Pocket change scared me. That's what I missed up there. Okay. Zen. Hey, a lot of haze going out. 60 likes every day. What? Yeah, 60 likes. So that means the other 16 are probably bots. I don't know. We got a bot here. There's one bot. I'm trying to find out who he is, but it just recently popped up in the last couple of vehicles. But no matter what you do, it could be like a video on, I don't know, cleaning up dog doo-doo, and he'll post like, why would anyone consider this when you could get much more terahash? I was like, what's going on with this guy? This is the biggest, worst bot scammer I've ever seen in my life. Panda Body, that's a bot. Yeah. Smash that like, guys. Yeah, do it. Smash it. Smash it. Smash some of these little symbols here too. I gotta get some real symbols worked on though. I don't have those. Oh, I just crashed my stream, I think, trying to do that. Alright, never mind. Moving on. Oh, there they are. Popped up for me. Good news, fellow miners. What's good news? What'd you figure out? Outsmoked. Oh, ETH hash rate dropping. Yeah, I haven't looked in that today. That's something we should definitely take a quick peek at. Where's my display? Boom, right there. There we go. Ethereum hash rate. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, learn how to spell Ethereum first. Ethereum hash rate. Etherscan. Boom. Okay, let's just take a look at 1 month. So June. Let's go back 1 month. Come on. About there. Close enough. So from 562 terahash. 628. So yeah, we're definitely coming down from the average of 100 terahash going up. I'd like to see actually a bigger chart of that. 1 month isn't enough to really see too much. So let's go to about here. There we go. So here is our peak. May 20th, 643 terahash. So I don't know what is actually going on here. A couple things could be coming into play. One is ultimately China shutting down all these Bitcoin mining farms. So some Ethereum farms could be in that mixture. Second, is it possibly the ASICs that could be dropping soon? Are they coming off the network? And will we see this increase pop back up within 2 or 3 more weeks based on all those ASICs firing back online? So a couple things could be at factors. Both things could be the factor. We just have to wait and see. Once all those things, all the websites say, okay, you're sending out your shipments on the ASICs, if we do see a quick spike in the hash rate again, then we know exactly what is going on. And that is Silicon with their A11s, because I'm not sure when the E9 is supposed to come out. It's later on in the year, but the A11s are supposed to be dropping here in the next couple weeks. And they could be selling used hardware that they've already ROI'd multiple times. And due to 1559 and other things in the play, they're going to make more money by selling their ASICs to you guys. So that is a business marketing standpoint that I think they could be doing. So as they sell them, they're pulling them off the network. Hash rate drops. People get their ASICs in, and the hash rate will increase again. So that's something I'm kind of paying attention to, watching this and seeing if a couple weeks after the sales go, because who knows, it could take a couple weeks to ship things out at this day and age right now, the way everything's backed up. But if this starts peaking up again within 2 weeks, we do know that they sold a whole bunch of people all their used hardware. Mr. Steal Your Blocks is here to troll. Mine's Ethereum, can't spell it. Yeah, I can't spell it, I just mine it. Like, spelling it don't matter. That's what we got Google for. Google can fix everything. Okay, what do we got going on? Any questions going on back there? I'll take nuclear at 0.01 kilowatt hour if they bury it deep. Let's throw an old nuclear reactor in the back of the house. Why not? So Space Ghost being around. Hope he's okay. I thought I seen him say something in his Discord not too long ago. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from Space Ghost in a while either, actually, now that you mention it. What is Space Ghost up to? The bots. Great project. BTC 37 FTW. What? 5 to 10%. What do we got? 14. 14 people busy on PH. Forgot to hit like. Forgot to hit like when I received it. What? What's going on? What'd you receive? Oh, can confirm my A10 Pro 750 model had dust inside and a lot. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what I think is going on. I definitely think, because I remember when we first talked about it a couple months ago about the A6 that people are like, why would they be selling the A6? They're a company, they're a smart company. They have a game plan. They wouldn't be selling them if they're not profitable. Well, that's the thing a lot of you don't know is they already ROI'd these A6 who knows how many times when those profits were super high. And now to make more money, they're dumping them on all you guys so that they make more money on top of it and they can ditch them off and not even have to worry about the merge and 1559, which isn't really going to affect us anymore with these low gas fees. But with all that coming in, like, they're making more money on a used ASIC that's paid itself off multiple times for them. But whether that's true, I can't guarantee that. I'm just watching the hash rate chart. A lot of this could be from the Bitcoin mining farms, but they are set to drop. And if this picks back up again in a couple weeks after they are released, so we'll know when Panda and what are they called? Crypto Miner Bros, are they sending you an A11? If they do, about 2 weeks after Panda gets his A11, if the hash rate goes up, then we know that's exactly what happened. But who knows? That's just a theory that kind of comes into play. Smash that leg. Oh, Chump Chains, welcome. You showed up. Yes, it is Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And happy Father's Day to you, Chump, and Panda, and everyone else. I don't know if anyone else has kids or not, but I know those two do. This whale miners are killing us. Yeah, whale miners. You imagine if you were a whale miner, though. You'd just be like, yes, I'm loving it. I know a whale miner. He goes by the name of Red Panda Mining. I'm just kidding. Way to call me out. There's a whale right there. Good stuff. All right, so are there any other questions? Because we've been going for a while and I'm starting to get a sore throat, so I need to be able to talk for a video later. I'm such a small miner. I know, we're nothing. Anybody, like someone that has like 15 gigahash, like we consider that a major miner, but they're nothing compared to people. Like, look at Hut 8. People that can go out and buy $30 million worth of GPUs, no problem. That is a whale miner. Like, Hut 8's mining farm is massive. It's insane. Like, I don't even know what they got. Let's look at Hut 8 right now, right quick. Hut 8 medicine hat. I totally butchered that probably. Operations. Let's see if we can find some information. Here's their medicine hat thing, which I'm still waiting to hear back so I can go check out this mining farm of theirs. But like, look at this. You see this? Yeah, and look at all these. Like, that's insane. Look at these buildings. They're loaded with miners. 338 pH parahash or whatever it's pronounced at full load. 43 megawatts. Like 43 megawatts of power. Like these guys don't mess around when it comes to mining. That's insane. And this is like, well, Mr. Steal Your Blocks, this is like an hour from your house, not even, probably 20 minutes. It's a few hour drive from my place, and I hope to be going down here to actually checking out these farms one of these days here, but I'm still waiting to hear back because they said I could. They just got to get dates together. This is insane. Like, these guys are what matters. When Nvidia and everyone talks about miners, this is who they're talking about. People that order $30 million worth of cards in one haul. These are miners. We're us residential guys, we're not even a blip on their radar. That's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, this is a miner. Whenever you see a blog story, that's who they refer to, not us. Residential miner is not a blip. That's insane how those guys work. Hut 8 uses the natural wind convection to cool their rigs. They have cool and hot alloys like a server farm. And Mr. Steal Your Blocks pointed out yesterday that the town of Medicine Hat sold them their power plant. Is that true? Is that how it worked? Steal Your Blocks? Medicine Hat sold them their complete power system? That's insane. On top of having all these other contracts with gas plants and gas companies and cheap power, there's some Chinese power company moving in somewhere down there for like 3-cent power, and I don't even know. Yeah, see, look, they bought the power plant from the city. Can you imagine a massive farm pulling up to like Edmonton or Vancouver or something and be like, "Okay, I'm buying your power plant. Figure something out." Like, oh my gosh. Oh, they got 2, but they sold 1. Okay, I guess at least they had an extra one. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up. We've been here for quite some time, so I hope you guys did enjoy the show. I'm trying to think of a video for tomorrow. That's totally capitalism, 100%. Hut 8 is like Pablo Escobar. This is my town now. Yes, exactly. They're gonna own it. There's a couple. Hut 8 also has a big one in Ontario. Is it Ontario or Quebec? They have another big farm somewhere in one of those. I can't remember where, but yeah, it's insane. But yeah, I do have to wrap this up, guys, so I got to get going. It is Father's Day, so I got to do something with the little one. And yeah, good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. We do stream every Saturday and Sunday at the exact same time, which is noon Mountain Time, which is my time. Panda, for your reference, that's 11 o'clock your time, so you know, so we don't stream at the same time. But yeah, thanks for showing up, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Rabid out.